Well, Jon, the appointment of Steve Cotterill, why is he the man for the task?
Well, having met Steve and come across in interviews earlier, he's a very passionate person. He's very driven. He's got a lot of energy and wants to be at this football club, and we want him to be here as well. I believe he can do a really good job here. So delighted to invite him on board, and hopefully he can inject some life into the place and start getting the results right on the pitch.
Is that the key quality you were looking for?
I mean, you look for all qualities. I mean, we've got a very clear strategy as a club, so you need to make sure that it's in keeping with that. But at the end of the day, you're looking to get result. The manager, head coach's job is to get results on the pitch, so that's vital.
Yeah, manager, not a head coach. Mm-hmm. What was the thinking behind that?
Well, I mean, it's the same role he's got. His job is to get the best out of that first 11 and to be the senior football person in the football club. With Sean, he decided that was best to be a head coach, but everyone else we've had before that's been a manager. So in terms of structure, it doesn't really change that. Steve Cotterill was manager of the football club.
Did you speak to anyone else?
No, we didn't. No.
And the thinking behind that, why was Steve the overwhelming candidate as far as the board is concerned?
Well, we'd known Steve previously, having met on a couple of occasions, but and thought he was an ideal target for where we are, what we want to do as a football club, and the position we find ourselves in. So it was the obvious choice for us to go and have a conversation with and see where he was, and it was compelling, to be honest. And having kicked a few tyres, done our due diligence, made sure he's on the same wavelength, want the same thing as we do, he is the choice. There's no point going out when you've got your man.
Yeah. What do you want from supporters now to get behind the new man? It's going to be an important time for the club, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a difficult period for the time. The last 10 months hasn't been a fun time. You've probably seen the stats, 1-2 and 28. I don't think anyone could have enjoyed the time. I don't see how you could have done over that period. So now is the time to pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and get behind him. We've got 4 or 5 weeks to the January transfer window, so we're working with what we got till then. That's a good thing in a way, because he gets to learn about what he's got and what he thinks he needs to do, and then let's get on and do it. Let's start getting some results.